The family moved into 142 Oak Lane because it was cheap. The realtor called it a fixer-upper with personality. What she meant was, the previous owners left in the middle of the night and never came back for their furniture. Mark, Sarah, and their two teenagers thought it was a steal. The first night, the jokes started. At 2:47 a.m., the kitchen cabinet slammed open and shut in perfect rhythm. Then a deep, gravelly voice boomed from the fridge. "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the afterlife. I'm your host, Morty the Corpse McLaughlin, and these are my dead buddies. We died doing what we loved, bombing on stage. Now we bomb in your house." A frying pan flew across the room and embedded itself in the wall, 2 inches from Mark's head. Boom! First joke of the night. Killed it, literally. Sarah screamed. The kids hid under their blankets. The ghosts thought it was the best reaction they'd ever gotten. From that night on, the haunting became a nightly stand-up routine from hell. The ghosts were a failed 1970s comedy troupe who died when their tour bus went off a bridge during a snowstorm. They'd been stuck in the house ever since, convinced they were finally getting their big break. Every night at the same time, the poltergeist activity would escalate into a full show. Chairs would levitate and arrange themselves like a comedy club audience. The TV would turn on by itself to static that somehow formed a spotlight. And then the roasts began. Morty, the leader, a chain-smoking ghost with a bad mustache, always opened. "Hey folks, how about that dad over there? Mark, right? Looks like he hasn't made his wife laugh since the Obama administration. Tough crowd." A cabinet door would fly open and smack Mark in the balls for emphasis. Sarah got it worse. The female ghost, Dolores the Black Widow Ramirez, loved targeting her. "Sarah, honey, you look tired. Is that because you're raising 3 kids or because your husband's personality is a sleeping pill? Badum-tuss." A pillow would levitate and suffocate Sarah for 3 terrifying seconds before dropping. The teenagers weren't spared either. The ghost called Stabby, a former prop comic who died mid-joke with a knife, would chase them around the house with flying utensils while delivering dark one-liners. Why did the teenager cross the road? To get away from his lame-ass parents. Too bad the road ended in my knife collection. The worst nights were when they tried crowd work. One night, Morty floated right in front of Mark while he was trying to eat dinner and said, "So Mark, tell the audience, when's the last time you made your wife orgasm? Be honest, we're all dead here, no judgment." A fork flew into Mark's thigh. The family tried everything. Priests, exorcists, even a YouTube psychic. The psychic lasted 6 minutes before Morty roasted him so hard the man started crying and left. "You call that an exorcism? I've seen stronger performances at open mic night in hell." The ghosts were violent, but they were hilarious in the most fucked up way possible. One night they reenacted their fatal bus crash using the family's furniture. The couch became the bus. The coffee table became the ravine. Sarah's favorite lamp played the role of the exploding gas tank. They laughed the entire time. The darkest joke came on Halloween. The entire house went dark. Every object in the home levitated. The ghosts formed a perfect stage in the living room. Morty stepped forward, serious for once. "Folks, we've been doing this show for 50 years. Tonight we're trying something new. A murder-suicide bit. But we need volunteers from the audience." The family ran. They made it to the car. As they sped away, every light in the house turned on. The ghosts stood on the porch waving, still performing. "Thank you, Oak Lane. You've been a dead audience. Drive safe, or don't. We'll be here when you come back." The family never returned, but sometimes, late at night, Mark wakes up to the sound of laughter in the walls, and Sarah swears she hears Morty whispering from inside her head, "You guys were our best crowd yet. Come back soon. We're working on new material, and we saved your seats." They changed their names, moved across the country. It didn't matter. The ghosts still mail them post-its with new jokes. The last one arrived yesterday. Why did the family cross the country? To get away from the funny ghosts. Too bad the punchline is, they never really left. Dark humor indeed.